Great. Hi everyone. We are at step 4. So you've picked out your designs. The piece that we're going to work on right now are the borders. So you can do one of two things. Once you've picked your border, you'll want to cut them out. So do that first, then make sure it's all cut out. I'm going to pause while I do that. You don't have to see me cutting. Okay, so once you've cut out your borders, you can do one of two things. You can either just organize one border, because you do need to cut one strip, will not cover the whole width of your tallit. So you do need to tape them together. Now you should have 2 or even 3, depending on what your design is. But even with 2, just make sure they match up. Like so, and this one, and then I'm just going to tape it on the bottom, and then I'm going to tape it to the width of the on my mural paper. But there's something really important that you need to make sure that you do. Don't draw it right at the edge of your border of the tallit, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done properly. So here is a tallit right here, and you can see there's that lovely space between. And the nice thing about your tallit is you do have the measurements right there with you. It is the square that you have, the square fabric for the tzitzit. So you want to make sure that you have your pattern, your border pattern, on the other side of this square. So what you want to do now is take your ruler and measure how far that square goes in. And you can see it just on your tallit, and you're just going to make a mark there. Here, I'll just show you right there. You can see that actually really well right now. There it is. So grab your pencil, don't see it, and just mark that, and just measure it from the edge. And they're a little bit different. They're usually between 9 and 10 centimeters. I've got here about 10 centimeters. So I'm just going to make, right from the edge. It's 9 centimeters. So you want to just make sure that you have measured 9 centimeters from the edge all the way down. And then you're going to take your meter stick and draw that line. And then you know exactly where your border will be taped. I'm just going to find my tape, which is right here, and then tape it down. One thing that you do want to think about as well, and I'll show this to you again, is the draping. So it will be down this way, but think about if your pattern is has a top and a bottom. With this one, it doesn't really matter as much. But with one of the other ones, which definitely has a top and bottom, like this, and that's really beautiful. If you care to use this one, make sure that the bottom of your pattern is to the edge of your tallit, so that it falls that way, so it's not upside down. Okay? So once you have one done, you can do a few things. You can either trace that now with your marker, or we can continue taping. Sometimes it's just nice to start tracing now, and then you've got an idea of what it looks like. So I'm going to tape this down, and then I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to go over what you can think about when we go to thinking about color. Okay? We'll see you in the next step.